Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Luigi Star 122, and today it's going to be a little bit different today. I'm doing a new sort of video. This is for a school project. We are supposed to be doing blogs and we need resources. Now, I decided to use myself as a resource. Voila. But we're supposed to be blogging about whatever we feel like, and so I decided to blog about electronics. And not a lot of people know, hey, you can build a cheap gaming PC for about $300. So if you want to start gaming on PC, here's like a little push in the right direction. Now with these computers, there is hardly any room for upgrade. Keep that in mind. But you can certainly swap out any parts. If you have a little bit higher of a budget, maybe spend a little bit more on the processor and the motherboard, because there's hardly any room for leeway here. But the only thing that's probably upgradable from this build is probably the graphics card. If you have a little bit more, go ahead and put a little bit more into that. Get a little bit more beefy stuff. I recommend, if you have $100, get a 750 Ti for the graphics card if you have about $50 more. But anyways, other than that, let's get right into the build. Alright, starting off things, we're going to have the processor, which is an AMD Athlon X4 854, clocked at 3.5 gigahertz. Now, this little dude's older brother is the 860K, which is where you can overclock it a little bit, but in terms of performance, they're basically the same. Also, for the motherboard, I went with the MSI A68HM E33V2 Micro ATX FM2 Plus motherboard. Now, the FM2 Plus is like the socket type, so don't get worried about that. But what it does, it's going to hold your graphics card and your, all your components. This is basically the brain of the motherboard, or brain of, this is the brain of, comparing it to humans, this would be the brain. This is where, all the signals go, what needs to be put where, stuff like that. And for RAM, I decided I was going to go with one stick, but then I realized 2 sticks is better. I went with the Crucial Ballistic Sports 8GB 2x4 sticks, DDR3, 1600 megahertz memory. Now, this is going to be perfect. This is like a sweet spot for everything, for games, for editing. If you decide to edit with it, it's an okay, but it's not the best. And I have 8 gigs personally in my rig, which is really nice. Moving on, we are going with the hard drives. Now, I'm going to explain build 1's hard drive first. Okay, so the only difference between the two builds are the hard drives and then the graphics cards. The hard drive for build 1 is a 1 terabyte hard drive, which is going to store all your games, all your movies, all your videos, your editing software, all that stuff, your OS. And 1 terabyte is equivalent to 1,000 gigabytes. And build 2 has a 500 gigabyte, obviously half of the 1 terabyte, but you get a better performance boost altogether. Sorry, excuse me. And for the video cards, I went with, they're both the same cards. One's just a little bit more powerful than the other, like I said. They're both R7 250s, which is going to be nice for, low to medium settings, getting that 60 FPS in older titles, even above, maybe dipping into some newer games. For the case, for both of them, I went with the Exon 310 BK Micro ATX mid-tower case. This is going to be, to fit everything in there. And plus, it's got a front blue fan, LED fan, which is pretty good. And for the power supply, I went with the EVGA 430 watt 80 plus certified ATX power supply. This is going to power everything. Now, if you do plan on upgrading in the future, upgrade that power supply first, because that's the main thing that's going to hold you back. Say if you have a DT, you're going to upgrade to R7 or R9 390 in the way future, then that 430 watt power supply isn't going to do anything. It's just going to freeze and stutter, and probably not even power on. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I just want to let you know, it doesn't take a whole lot to build a PC. You could probably, if you have like an old computer in the attic, you could probably just go grab a 1050 Ti, which doesn't require a power supply, and you can just slap that into, your grandma's old computer, and boom, bada bing bada boom, you got a new gaming computer right there. play some games at high settings, such as like Garry's Mod and all that. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, leave a like. Tell me what I did, right, tell me what I did wrong. Just I need some feedback. That'd be greatly appreciated, alright? Thanks, guys. Goodbye.